Minnesota has become a refuge for minors, your children, to seek reassignment.
What?
And y'all can't do nothing about it. I say just about anything. Y'all heard me right. Minnesota has gone cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. They are crazy, y'all. How many of y'all live in Minnesota? How many of y'all have children? Now your child, if they 12, 10, 13, can go to Minnesota to get a gender reassignment if they want to, without your permission as a parent. What type of mess is this now? Is this what we doing, basically? Kidnapping kids? Because that's what I call it, kidnapping kids. What? You know what? This is not going to be the only state that do that. It's not going to be the only state. Why would such a thing happen, y'all? And that's not the worst part of it. I'm going to tell you in a few seconds. Now, if this is your first time here, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And watch the entire video because you don't want to miss Sandfay. You don't want to miss me. You don't. And go to my little side hustle over there, my Etsy shop, TimberlilyCreations.com. I make jewelry over there, okay? And I paint jewelry boxes. So go on over there. And if you want to learn how to cook some delicious meals for your family, go to cookingwithsandrafay.com. Yes, very good meals over there. I guess y'all say, Tony girl, honey child, you so dramatical. Yes, I am. I've been that way all my life. Now, some of y'all ain't going to be happy with this. And if you're a parent, you shouldn't be happy with this. Unless you're a woke parent, Because these woke parents, for some reason, I don't know why, they want their child to have gender reassignment. They want their little boy to be a girl. If they see their son playing with dolls, like most little kids do, got a sister, she got dolls, he's going to play dolls with her, and they're going to fight with the dolls and all that kind of stuff too. But just because you see him playing with dolls, okay, and he may sometimes say something that a girl would say, you're just going to automatically assume that your boy is a girl? You're going to automatically do that? Well, that's got worse. It's worse now, y'all. It is so bad out here. Minnesota's not going to be the only state probably doing this, okay? There may be some already. I don't know about it, unless it is, Y'all let me know down in the comment section. But I want y'all to listen to this right here. I saw this and I almost passed out. I'm like, this could not be true. Also right here, it says, this is from The Hill. Minnesota passes a bill protecting reproductive gender affirming care, banning conversion therapy. Opponents and supporters gather outside the Senate chambers in the Minnesota State Capitol Friday, April the 21st, 2023, in the St. Paul, Minnesota, ahead of votes on bill to make Minnesota a refuge for youths seeking gender-affirming care. Y'all, that's still gender reassignment. They're just trying to word it some type of way. To protect abortion patients, they're trying to protect the people who got abortions from other states. Who want abortions. They want to get abortion, but they can't. So they will go to Minnesota to get an abortion. And you can't do nothing about it. Even if you're religious, if your parents are religious, and they said, no, do not get an abortion. We want to keep the baby. We're going to raise that baby. No, because this is wrong. This is what the Bible tells us. To protect abortion patients from other states and to ban so-called conversion therapy for LGBTQ and youth. What is conversion therapy? Okay, let me put it to y'all. Found a site here. Conversion therapy, or so-called, is in any form of talk therapy or similar activity that seeks to break down a person's sexual attraction. Oh, so if you try to... So they're saying if you try to talk someone out of it, you cannot do that. That is against the law. So we are banning conversion therapy. Leave the people alone. They want to be who they want to be. And y'all need to stop it. Basically, that's what they're saying. God, attempts may also be made to force an attraction to the opposite sex or identification with recorded birth sex. That's what they're saying, y'all. So you can't do conversion therapy. You can't do it. You can't sit there and try to talk somebody out of becoming a woman, out of becoming a man. Y'all just gonna have to let it go. This is crazy right here. So your child can just go to Minnesota. Somebody can take your child, whether you want to or not. They're a minor, man. They 12, 13, 14. They feel like they just got to get out of this body. Because I identify. I'm a boy, but I identify as a girl. I'm a girl, but I identify as a boy. And 90% of them, y'all, after they do it, after they change their talawaka, especially the guys, they don't want to be a girl anymore. They want their talawaka back. Because it's so painful down there. It's painful. It hurts so bad. They can't do what they thought they could do. They can't do it because most men, they don't care. They know you are a trans. They know you have been converted. And they don't want that. They want a real biological woman. And now you done ruined yourself down there. It says here also from the Hill, Minnesota Democrats have pushed, you knew it was the Democrats, have pushed an ambitious state of progressive legislation this year, taking advantage of their new majority in the legislature after a string of Republican losses in last November's midterm election. It's the first time Democrats has controlled both chambers of the state legislators, as well as the governor's office in close to a decade, y'all. So this is what they're doing, because the Democrats now rule, y'all. So when the Democrats take over something, if they take it over, especially if they are a alphabet soup people, show y'all in a minute. The state Senate on Friday gave final approval to the bill to make Minnesota a safe haven for transgender minors wishing to obtain gender-affirming health care in a refuge for individuals seeking an abortion, as well as their doctors and their families. Minnesota Senator on Friday also sent legislation outlawing conversion therapy, the discredited practice that claims to be able to change a person's sexual orientation of gender identity, to the governor's desk. They said, let me say this now. This is a discredited practice that claims to be able to change a person's sexual orientation or gender identity. So they outlawing this gender conversion therapy. It also say here, Minnesota House File 146 introduced it in January by Democratic Representative Lee Fink. Y'all remember that name? The first openly transgender person elected to the state legislature. The first openly transgender person. And this is why this is passed. Would prevent law passed in other states that ban or restrict gender affirming healthcare from interfering with treatment offered in Minnesota. Y'all, you know what the treatment also is? I get her now. The treatment is, if you want to become what you identify as, okay, you come here and get that treatment and go to the doctor and let them cut it off for you. Come on over here to Minnesota. Come on over here. That's what that really means right there. It said the measure, if signed into law, would considerably alter the healthcare landscape of the Midwest, where state legislators this year have introduced more than 24 bills to restrict access to gender-affirming care for transgender young people, according to the American Civil Liberties Union. Are these people going crazy? That means your child can go to another state, Minnesota, and that means they can go there and can't nothing be done about it. Okay, you can't even come inside of Minnesota to get your kid. You can't do that. No, you can't. You can't come, because we have Refuge here. So when a place has Refuge, that means you cannot go and get them and bring them back to your state. So basically, your child has been kidnapped. Unless your child decides to come back home to itself after it already had the surgery, been taken care of, after your child decides to come back home. That's the only way you're going to see your child again. And this is why this is going on. This is the person right here. Lee Fink. Look at him. Look at him. Used to be a man, but now he is a trans woman. Look at him. And this is why this is passed, y'all. This is why. The guy even wrote a book, y'all. He wrote a book. Willfully and wonderfully made. This is a guide for LGBTQ plus Christian teens. Well, you ain't no Christian teens if you believe in this right here. Why people keep saying that Christians can be LGBTQ plus alphabet people? Why they keep saying that? The Bible said this is wrong. So y'all are liars. Y'all lying to the kids. You know what, y'all? Kids can easily be programmed. They can. Just like some of these adults, these woke people. They program too. The government has done a wonderful job. Really. They have. Because I ain't never seen nothing like this. Since I was, never really. I've never seen nothing like this. Because when I was young, we had someone that was a trans. His name was Peaches when I lived in Memphis, Tennessee. Peaches was the only one I know that came out and said, hey, look at me. This is what I am. But other than that, you would be banned. You don't talk about stuff like that. And you don't come out and say that you are, you know what. You don't come out and do that. But people don't care now, y'all. They don't care. This is awful. I want y'all to go down there in the comment section and tell me what y'all think. This is why they are doing this. And if a lot of other trans, y'all, people get into office, they're going to be changing a lot of things. A lot. Let me see. What is he? I don't know what he is. Is he a senator? What is he? Let me see. Did I read over? Democratic representative. Oh, I guess he's in the House of Representatives, Congress. Lord have mercy. All right. With all that said, y'all, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And watch one of the next videos coming up. Thank you.
Yeah.